Am I the a-hole for tearing down my half-sister when she asked me why I couldn't have saved my mom's name for her to use for a future daughter? I 27F gave birth to my first child a month ago. My husband and I named her after my late mom and a favorite name of ours for her middle name. My mom died 10 years ago and using her name was always something I wanted to do. When my half-sister 24F first heard the name, she got a little pouty and asked me why I didn't see if she wanted to use the name instead, and she said she had always imagined giving her first daughter my mom's, not her mom name. I told her I had always intended to use my mom's name, and my half-sister said my mom was basically the closest person she ever had to a mom and how she was always so sweet and accepting of her, and she felt like it could have been a nice way for her to show respect and to show us she appreciated it. She said I didn't need to use it. I said I'm my mom's daughter, so of course I'd get to use it. My half-sister said we were all a family, and I emphasized in response that I was mom's only child. My half-sister said it might be true, but she accepted her into the family as well. And this is where I might be TA, because I told her that was not true. I told her my mom hardly had a thing to do with her. She wanted nothing to do with her but never felt good about taking out issues on kids, so she tried to be kind when she couldn't avoid her, but she absolutely did not love and accept her, and I told her to get real, thinking the woman who was cheated on would love and accept the child that came from the affair. I told her she shouldn't be trying to imply she had more of a right to my mom's name than I do when she was nothing to my mom and her child wouldn't be either. She left in tears. The background is already maybe clear, but my parents were married and had me. Mom found out dad cheated on her and got his other woman pregnant and divorced him. She had primary custody of me. My dad ended up with sole custody of my half-sister. My dad made every effort to still be in my life, and he always brought my half-sister when he'd show up to support me. My mom hated it. She never said that to me, but a couple of times I heard her talking to my aunt or my grandma about how much she despised seeing my half-sister there and how she knew it was an awful thing to say, but that my half-sister reaching out for her like she would whenever dad brought her was tough. I also heard her talk about dad inviting her to be active in my half-sister's life, and she declined. She said she could suck it up and not be mean to her face, but she did not want to be around her more than she needed to be. Over the years, my half-sister did try to spend more time with my mom, whether it was packing to come with me when I was going home to mom, or her rushing out the door when mom would pick me up so she could try hug and talk to her. My half-sister always made a beeline for mom when she'd see her. My mom wasn't really that warm to her, but my half-sister always seemed to ignore it. I remember when mom died and my family and I had a private cremation for mom, and my half-sister was so upset she couldn't come, and my dad and I stopped speaking after that because he told me I should have made sure my half-sister could be there. He never discouraged my half-sister pining for mom, even though I know mom told him she did not want a relationship with my half-sister. Anyway, since my half-sister ran out crying, she has texted me and told me I was cruel and that I didn't need to crush her hope that my mom had loved her and that she'd been wanted by at least one female figure in her life. She said I never wanted to be with her and dad, and then I never wanted her with me and mom either. Am I the a-hole?